Hi Capricorn, this is Eileen with your September 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of September with the Emperor card. And this is a major arcana card. And you have a number of major arcana cards in the month of September. So that's giving me the impression that a lot of Capricorns have major life changes going on and transitions that you're going through right now in your lives. And, but I mean, overall, it looks kind of good here to me. Anyway, with the Emperor card, this is a sign of stability and success. And now for some of you Capricorns, this could be that you're in the position of the Emperor in the month of September, where you're feeling like financially you're in a stable position and you're feeling secure in your life and your accomplishments so far, and just feeling like you're in a strong position. And also, the Emperor is very clear and very good at making good, sound decisions based on logic and reasoning and looking at the big picture and making just good decisions, good decision-making skills. So a lot of you Capricorns could be in that position. I feel like that's typical of Capricorns anyway. They're typically very solid and have their feet on the ground and are real good about building their foundation and building success for themselves and getting their lives the way they want them and being decisive. And this Emperor card is stating that a lot of you Capricorns will be in that position in September. Now, for some of you, this Emperor figure can represent someone who's in a position of authority that you could get some assistance from, or maybe let's say you're applying for a mortgage to buy a house. This Emperor figure could be the one who approves the mortgage, or you're applying for a loan to get a car, or applying for a job. He could be someone in a hiring position, you know, a manager or somebody who would be choosing the person they want to hire. But I'm getting a good energy overall. So whether you're in the position of the Emperor or the Emperor is someone who's in your life in September, I do feel like this is favorable for you. Okay, so perhaps if you're applying for a job or applying for a mortgage, car loan, whatever, it might just go through, because this Emperor figure does not look detrimental to you at all. He looks like he's very favorable to you, so that's good. And then the next card we have is the Four of Cups. And the cups typically have to do with emotions and feelings and love and that sort of thing. And the cups also relate to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And the Four of Cups is talking about being a little discontent, bored, feeling like there's nothing great out there. And since cups do tend to deal with relationships and feelings, romance, some of you Capricorns might be feeling like there's not really anyone on the horizon that looks so good for you if you're single and would like to meet someone nice. And the Four of Cups is basically saying, don't be distracted or discontented so much that you let a good opportunity go by. And this can also be in business, to tell the truth. It could even be if some of you have been applying for jobs or whatever and you haven't gotten any offers that you're really interested in so far. You might start thinking there's not much out there right now for you, and it would apply the same. There might be a good opportunity that you don't notice, that you let slip away because you're being kind of distracted and discontent and assuming there's nothing much there for you. But I'm getting a sense for someone, because I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards, that at least one of you Capricorns, this might be a number of people, that on the romantic level, that you have someone who's there in front of you and wanting to get to know you, and this is a good quality person. And you see she's sitting there leaning against a tree or something, being really bored, and here's this big hand coming out of the sky with a big goblet making an offer. And she's just kind of like, oh, there's nothing going on, you know, not really paying attention, not looking, not take, or if she sees it, it's like no big deal, that type of thing. So the message here is be receptive, even if you've been discouraged and gotten tired of looking or whatever. Be receptive. Something good might come right out of the blue, and you want to be able to receive it so you can get the good that's coming to you, whether it's a good relationship or a nice job or whatever it is. Next card we have another major arcana card, the Hermit card. And this is talking about going within, maybe using your intuition, using the resources you have inside of yourself, the wisdom that you've accumulated that's inside of yourself for decision making, for just, I don't know, looking at your life, where you've come to, where do you want to go, soul searching. And the Hermit card is saying it's time to step back, take a little break in September, and don't let the clutter and the noise around you cloud your thinking. Because sometimes that's easy to get carried away with other people's opinions and whatever's in the media and whatever, you know, that's going on out there, where you might lose a sense of yourself, of who you are inside. And you need to be coming from a place that's deep inside of yourself, from your own heart and soul. Who are you? Never mind who the other people are, who people think you should be. You need to be who you are. And the Hermit card says you have everything you need inside of yourself to discover that and to live that life that really resonates with who you are on the inside, because everybody needs to be their own individual person. We can't be cookie cutter figures out there. So, or all of a sudden the Stepford Wives movie came to my mind. So, but this is a good card, a good major arcana card. It's a destiny card. So that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of Capricorns in the month of September, you have things going on. It's like you need introspection. You need to go inward to think about your life. What's good for you? Where do you want to go from here? How do you want to go about getting where you need to be? That you feel your life is resonating with the person you have grown to be, with your own inner wisdom. And then the next card that follows is the Death card, which I think is not a bad card to follow. This is another major arcana card, because the Death card is talking about one phase of life ending for a new phase to begin. So maybe some of you Capricorns do some soul searching. You're thinking about your life, your relationships, things, people, places, whatever, like what really matters and resonates to you. And then the Death card is saying, let go of whatever does not resonate for you, whether it's people that you've outgrown in one way or another, or what I'm getting, you know, sometimes you have people around you that you may have known for a while, and maybe the relationship worked, and even if it was just friends, even if it was just a friendship, you know, sometimes it's a romance, sometimes it's a friendship, but a lot of times it's friendships. That's what I'm getting for some Capricorns, that maybe there were people that made good friends for you at an earlier time, maybe months ago, maybe years ago, whatever, and somehow you have moved along on your spiritual path and defining who you are and what you want for your life. And somehow this other person doesn't quite appreciate that. They don't appreciate the person you have grown into, that you've become. And it's like you've outgrown the relationship with them. And so it's, you know, it's like you know, you might come to a decision that it's best to let go of that relationship because it's not resonating with the person you are anymore. And especially if they're not valuing you, if they're not appreciating who you are and being supportive of you. You know, they might, if they're criticizing you for your new philosophies that you've developed over time, maybe you have a more spiritual philosophy about things, or maybe you're wanting to live your life in a way that you're really progressing and growing spiritually on your path, and maybe they're criticizing you a little bit for it, like you're being foolish or not realistic or something. And then other times it might be a job that you've been at. I feel like for some people it's a job that you've been at, and it's like, ugh, you know, I don't know if I'm tuning in for one person or several. Being at a job, it's like you're at a job that you've been going through the motions at that job for so many months or years, whatever it's been. It might just be months and months. You've had it. You feel like you're just going through the motions and you feel lifeless when you're doing it. So this might be one person I'm tuning in for here. I'm not sure. But at least one person I'm tuning into about this. And it's like you've long known you should have left the job and you haven't. And the death card is saying, just move on to something better. Find what really resonates with you. Get something that really makes you happy. Set your goals. Make your plans. You don't have to move on today or in September, but start making your plans so you can get something that you deserve to be in, that will make you feel alive instead of lifeless when you're on the job. So I'm getting different scenarios for different people. So for some people, you might be closing out a relationship and moving on to ready to start something new in the future. For other people, it's a job. For still others, you're moving. I feel like some people are actually relocating. So, but it's good because sometimes, you know, some part of your life just comes to an end. It comes to the end of its cycle. And even momentarily, you might not even be sure where it's going from here for you. But you make your new beginnings. You start making your plans and you start moving forward and you see the sun's out there, you know, the horizon. Next card we have, a really nice card, the Nine of Pentacles. And the Pentacles, now these do relate to the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this is one of your cards. And the Nine of Pentacles is talking about a lot of you Capricorns feeling especially prosperous and successful and secure in your lives in the month of September. You're just going to have that stability and feel good. You're going to have a lot of rewards from the hard work, because the earth signs, they are workers overall. They're pretty hard workers. They just go, and they don't try to do everything all at one time. They lay one brick at a time. They do one step at a time, lay a solid foundation, so that they're standing on firm ground. They don't want to be on shifting sands. And so when they stop to enjoy what they have, they know they've worked hard for whatever they have. So a lot of you Capricorns are going to just be enjoying the fruits of your labor in September. You're going to be feeling prosperous. And I feel what I'm tuning into for some of you is a lot of pride in your home environment, that you're making your home really pretty and beautiful and enjoyable for you to really enjoy it when you're in your home environment. I'm getting that for a number of Capricorns, that you feel good because you know you've got things set up the way you like them, whether it's inside or outdoors. You have things in such a way that just pleases you when you're at home, and you feel good because you know you've been working hard for a long time. And so you take pride in your home environment and making things very pleasing for you, aesthetically pleasing. And so, yeah, so I feel like a good number of Capricorns are going to just be feeling prosperous and secure and enjoying themselves at different times of September, to enjoy the fruits of their labors. And if for whoever, whatever Capricorns that see the video, if you're feeling, well, I'm having trouble with money and I'm not in that position, I always advise people to embrace the laws of attraction so you can attract this good energy of prosperity and success and stability, security, and having the good, nice environment to live in that you want to live in and enjoy and feel good when you have your free time, that you can really feel good about what you have and who you are and what you've worked for. Because when you start feeling prosperous, even if everything's not the way you want it, the more you're appreciating all the good you do have, you're sending out good messages to the universe to help bring more prosperity, more of the good things into your life. So read up on the laws of attraction and start feeling prosperous, feeling successful. Give yourself good messages of prosperity and success and making progress, and that you have all of your needs are always met. You always have coming in to your life what you need and what makes you happy. And also, this card sometimes relates to an inheritance. So some people might even be receiving an inheritance, or maybe some other money that was due you that finally arrives. And here's the next card we have is the Four of Wands. Here's another nice card. Now, the wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And what I'm getting here is that with the Four of Wands, it's talking about family celebrations or celebrating with friends, having your recreation that's very enjoyable. Maybe even some of you might even be making marriage plans in the month of September or getting married in the month of September. I'm feeling like some of you are in a really nice relationship right now with someone, and the person you're with is definitely very family oriented, and it's like you really have a good life with this person. And or for some of you, you might actually be meeting this person, or maybe you've just started seeing them in recent months. And I just feel like what I'm getting, because I believe in reincarnation, I'm feeling that some of you Capricorns are right now with someone from a previous lifetime that's a really good match for you, and the relationship is going really well, even if it's someone you just started seeing in recent months or even in recent weeks. I'm getting different scenarios, maybe for a few different Capricorns, that there's something, you have real love in your life now. So for some of you, this love relationship has been in place for a number of months. For some, it might just be weeks, or maybe you're meeting the person in September. But it feels good. It feels like a really nice connection from a previous lifetime. And it's a very congenial kind of relationship. It's like the two of you just hit it off really well. So for some Capricorns, that's what's in store, or that's what's going on now. And it does look and feel like long term. Now, this is a general reading. So all of these scenarios will not relate to every Capricorn. Some areas of the reading might relate, while others relate to other people. So this is like, this might just be a few people I'm tuning in for here. When I'm doing a private reading, I'm just focusing in on that person's circumstances. But in a general reading that's for a lot of people to view, everybody's not going to be having the same situation. So some parts of the reading might totally resonate for you and take place, and others, maybe not apply to you. Okay, next card we have is the Chariot card, and this is another major arcana card. And the Chariot is talking about forward movement. However, you have to really focus. You have to be determined. You have to really have the intention to create the desired outcome that you want. So whatever your plans, whatever your goals, your dreams are, the Chariot card is saying you have the resources inside of yourself to accomplish your dreams. However, if you're just thinking about them and not acting on them, they're not likely to happen unless you're just very, very lucky. But not likely. So it looks like you really have to take charge, and you have to propel that chariot forward, and you have to focus to do that. You have to stay determined and focused and have every intention to create the reality in your life that you want. And because I'm getting for some people that you might have been kind of feeling like you're at a lull, like things have been kind of not moving the way you want them to. Let me see here. You know what I'm getting for someone, and this might be a few people, I'm not sure. Might be one, I'm not sure. But I'm tuning in to a scenario where someone recently or is in the process of ending a relationship. So it might be a few people I'm looking at, it might be one, I'm not sure, where the relationship has just ended or is in the process of ending. And you're still kind of, I don't know, you're still kind of put back by it, pushed back, kind of like it's like you haven't completely emotionally, psychologically disconnected from that relationship. So it's not like you've just turned and said, okay, I'm out of here and taken off. You know, kind of like, it's almost like if you're letting somebody out of your car and they've been riding with you, and then you get to the place you're dropping them off and they're getting out, and it's kind of like you're still saying goodbye and you're kind of not really moving forward. And you're not really thinking about moving forward. You're still looking at the person and saying, okay, well, I'll talk to you whenever and all that. And you're not really thinking about where you're going from there. That's what I'm getting for some of you. So, and I feel like this is about a relationship that is ending though right now, or just recently ending. And you still haven't looked in front of you and started driving yet. You know, you still haven't just looked out onto the street and started driving. You're still kind of at that lull where you're saying goodbye. And I feel, now this could be for one person or a few, that it still hasn't 100% sunk in that the relationship is over. So that tells me somebody, or maybe more than one somebody, is still in the process of a relationship ending. And you're just, it could be the other person was kind of initiating the ending of it or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe you're ending it and whatever it is, you haven't completely moved on for it. You're still, it's like you've got your foot in the door and one foot in and one foot out kind of thing. So with the Chariot, it's saying, you know, it's time to gather all your inner resources, pull yourself together and move forward so you can get your life where you want it to go. And then for others, this might be business oriented, where, let me think, look at this here. For someone, or maybe more than one, with a business situation going on, I'm feeling you might be waiting on something. Somebody's waiting to see. I feel this might be one person waiting on some financing and some business project that you're doing. But my feeling is you might not need as much of that financing as you're telling yourself you do to move forward. Anyway, the message is get focused, look straight ahead, propel that carriage forward so you can get where you desire in your life. Next card, we have another major arcana, the Lover's card. And with the Lover's card, it's talking about making choices in relationships or even in some business that you're passionate about. Choices, whether to stay in a relationship or start a new relationship, to end a relationship. So some of you could be in the process of making those kind of choices, or if you might have some kind of business venture that you're interested in that you've been kind of lukewarm about. That's what I'm feeling like for someone. There's been some business you've wanted to have, and I feel like you know all about this business. And I don't know if you've done this business. Maybe you did something in this type of business in the past, and you haven't lately, but you really know it well. And you're kind of standing on the sidelines trying to figure out if you want to just go full steam ahead and get involved in this business again. But I feel like you're really good at it, whoever this is. This might be specific for one person. And then for others with regard to relationship matters, I'm just feeling like some of you are going to have some fairly recent relationships that you've started. When I say recent, I mean like in the last number of months, you know, where you're still having a lot of fun together and it's not gotten boring yet. Or too mundane or anything yet. So So you still haven't, there's still a lot of excitement and attraction and all that kind of stuff, you know. And so, so some of you are going to be in some really enjoyable, fun relationships in September. You might be on vacation and just having a good time in a relationship too. Let me see what else I'm getting here. And someone I'm tuning into here, you are with someone and you're enjoying the relationship, but you're aware that, and you like this person. I feel like they're good looking. They have a lot of good things about them, but you're not feeling like they're totally right for you. You're feeling like there's somebody else who's going to resonate with you better. That's a better match for you. I feel like, let me see what I'm getting here. You know, I feel like maybe you look at this person like they're not quite as ambitious as you are. I almost feel like it's got something to do with that. Almost like, you know, you're one of these Capricorns who's worked and done well for yourself. I feel like I'm looking at a female Capricorn, that you've done well for yourself and worked hard, and you take good care of yourself also, and you're with someone that you feel, and I feel like it's a guy you're with, I believe, and you feel like even though he's got a lot of good traits, you feel like he's not really equal to you that way in his work ethic or his ambition, or even taking care of himself as well as you like. Maybe you like to work out and eat real healthy or something. I'm not sure. It's just, I'm just feeling like in some way, even though you're enjoying the relationship, it's like, you know, something's missing. So I think you always need to listen to your own intuition and your own logical mind and intuition, because I tend to believe there is someone else that really matches you a lot better out there too. Not that you got to rush and end it right away with this person, but I tend to feel, I believe there is, I really believe there is. You're right. You're right about your instincts, that there's someone else that's bound to be, that matches you a lot closer. Okay, next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles, this card is talking about prosperity for you, about prosperous conditions, sharing what you have, sharing your prosperity with others even. And sometimes it really means just sharing of your time, giving of your time and attention to other people. This could be your friends, your family, whatever. But also the Six of Pentacles is saying that you've been working and doing well, and you're feeling good, you're feeling successful and prosperous, and people recognize you for the good quality work that you do. You enjoy your interactions with people in your work. I feel like some of you are self-employed. Others of you are working at a company, and regardless, you're well received, you're well recognized, you're appreciated, you're seen as someone who's professional and just good, just really has a good temperament and does good work, good quality work. And you're receiving the benefits, the rewards, and you're enjoying that for your life. And it's like you're comfortable and happy with what you're doing, so you know you can continue on and do even better for yourself as time goes by. And now for some people, if you've been expecting some money to come to you, this card indicates that that money might finally arrive. But I'm getting a lot of good energy for you Capricorns, that you're in the position of making money and enjoying what you have and appreciating all the good things that you have in your life in the month of September. And again, the Pentacles card does relate to the earth signs anyway of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is your card. And also I feel for some Capricorns that if you're single, that this Six of Pentacles figure is someone new that might be coming into your life in September, and possibly you've already met them as an acquaintance, friendship, maybe you just started dating. But I'm getting good vibes from this person as a romantic interest, that they have a nice temperament, And they have all the traits I just mentioned. They're doing well at their job, and they're pleased to be doing the work they do. Other people appreciate them. They have good interactions with people, very well balanced, secure, you know, just a nice personality, confident, but in a nice way, not a big egotistical way, someone pleasant to be around, and just genuine, someone who's genuine and sincere. And so some of you single Capricorns might have this person come into your life in September, and you might already be acquainted with them. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like this is the kind of person you would want for a long-term partner, mate in your life. That's what I feel like. This is a very steady person, honest, just a good quality person to be around and to have in your life long-term. So there's some good indicators here about romance in the month of, and relationships in the month of September. And then the last card we have, this is a fantastic card. It's another major arcana card, and it's the Sun card. And the Sun is talking about success and prosperity and love and just everything good in your life, that the Sun is shining upon all of your endeavors. So whatever you're working towards, your goals, your plans, your dreams, the Sun is shining upon them. And so it's very favorable. This is creating very favorable circumstances for you. This can even relate to health matters for people who maybe have been having different aches and pains or whatever. You might be feeling better in the month of September or by the end of September. It's talking about your relationships being improved upon in September. So maybe if there have been some disagreements or maybe ending a relationship to start anew, that maybe you've got something new coming into your life in the way of a relationship. I would say, again, use the laws of attraction to focus on prosperity and healing for your life and having things the way you want them to be, so you can take full advantage of this good energy that the Sun brings in the month of September. So the Sun will really shine upon all of your projects, your endeavors, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is, to help to bring positive results for you. And this is a great way to end the month. So that's a good ending card. Okay, now this deck that I've been using is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pull one card from the Fairy Tarot deck, Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. Okay, and if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have already subscribed, I thank you for your subscriptions. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message for Capricorn for September 2018? Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn for September 2018? Capricorn for September 2018. And I want to give it one more shuffle, and then I'll fan the cards out and pick a card. Okay, what's the message for Capricorn for September 2018? Let me fan these out. I think this one wants to come out here. Okay, let's see what this says. Okay, and this one says King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. I think this card, King of Winter, I think this relates to the, what do you call it? The swords, air signs. This would be like the King of Swords in the tarot deck. Okay, let's see. Which is someone who could be kind of an air sign, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, someone who can be kind of they might come across kind of aloof, but they can also just see things in black and white, you know. So if you need good advice from someone, that reminds me of the Emperor over here, just making sound decisions, seeing things very clearly. Okay, now I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what's the message for Capricorn for September 2018, Capricorn? What's the message for Capricorn 2018, September? Capricorn 2018 for September 2018, Capricorn. One more shuffle and then I'll fan these out. Okay, what's the message for Capricorn, September 2018? And, okay. This one says, be gentle with yourself, number 33. Let's see all the nature in these cards. There's some deer. Is that a fly? What am I looking at? What kind of creature is that? Anyway, I know that looks like deer. So much detail in these cards. Okay, let me look that one up. Number 33. Okay, 33. Be gentle with yourself. A time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. This message totally ties in with this reading. The Death card, new beginnings, endings, and new beginnings. The Chariot, to move forward. I mean, there's just this totally, the Sun, ending with the Sun, that totally ties in. I love that. Okay, last but not least, I'll pull a card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the message for Capricorn for September 2018, Capricorn? September 2018. What's the message for Capricorn for September 2018? And one more shuffle, and then I'll fan these out. Okay, I'll fan them out. Let's see which one wants to come out of there. Okay, this is Angel Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. What's the whole theme here? This is unreal. Okay. Angel Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Okay, Capricorns. Well, I'm convinced there's a lot going on for a lot of Capricorns in September. So, and it's good. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And if you have done so, I thank you for your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, well, thank you for watching my video. And have a great September, Capricorn.